mentioned Anthony Joshua throughout this when talking about him potentially fighting Tyson Fury, potentially fighting Kubrat Pulev and everybody else. One person who I never thought I would talk about him potentially fighting is Carl Froch. Those two have been getting into some interesting bits and pieces lately.
Yeah, it's an awkward one, really, because like Carl's a good friend of mine, and I think Carl's very outspoken, and he's just said a few things that I think are probably just, I think as well, Rob. I think people sometimes would like forward stuff onto people and go, "Have you seen this? I've seen this." And sometimes, like, not having a pop at you or Coogan, but sometimes your titles don't always represent the tone of a sentence, right? So there's been times where I've seen one of your titles or Coogan's titles, and I thought, what? Super fuck it. And then actually you read it or you watch it, and it's like, oh, right, okay, it wasn't quite like that. So I just think that Carl, I think the one was about AJ on a pound-for-pound list or something, and Carl not on a pound-for-pound list, stuff like that. Carl's just so competitive, and it's almost like he's still fighting. He's still fighting for that recognition. I think one of the issues with Carl is he never got that recognition in his career until really late. Not being arrogant, but till he got with us, and particularly Sky, and they really made him the star that he is. So he's always got that little chip on his shoulder that I did it the hard way. I came up when I boxed Jermaine Taylor. No one fucking watched it. It was one of the most epic fights and comebacks of all time, let alone British boxing history. So he's ultra competitive, but he does like AJ, but sometimes he'll say things that rub people up the wrong way. That's Carl Froch, and we wouldn't want him any other way.
I'm going to sidestep the insinuation that I partake in any kind of clickbait and just ask you, if you think Carl Froch has a point. Do you think he deserves to be in the top 10 pound for pound?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Where would you have him?
I think AJ deserves it as well. But listen, Carl Froch isn't everyone's cup of tea, and he does say some silly things sometimes. But let me tell you one thing about Froch is he's a proper geezer. Mate, he's a proper fighter. Go back over his career. Look at the fights that he was in. We talk about pound for pound, but the issue is he never got the recognition. Go and watch the Pascal fight. Watch the Jermaine Taylor fight. Watch Kessler 1. Watch Kessler 2. Of course, the two Groves fights. He fought Andre Ward in a unification fight in the Super 6 final. Beat Ben Johnson. He's a proper resume. He would have fought anyone. And it's the fight that I would love to see more than anything was Froch v Golovkin. Although someone said the other day, Froch Golovkin was a fight that maybe could have happened, was never really close. But the actual one of the dream matchups was Froch against Nigel Benn. Well, would have been brutal. So.
Okay, Eddie. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks very much as always. Speaking to Boxing Social, I'll let you get back to your days of teaching. If you've got any final words, mate, let's have them now.
No, not really. Just start your engines. You've got to think that hope is here. We're coming through this. Not long to go. Get ready. Be ready. Be smart. Get ready to put the hours in. It's going to be very, very tough.
You're still putting the hours in, Eddie. Look at the state of me.
Oh, good man. That's all you can do. Just keep breathing.
Cheers, Eddie.
See you, mate.
See you, mate. Bye.